Just going to go over the compound applicator tube and all these other little accessories that go with it. Just make it such a valuable tool to have in the box. Hold just a tad over 2 litres of compound, depending on the application to how far to actually go with the bead, internal, whatever. So we'll just go over these now. The mud shark, it's an attachment that fits onto the head, quite simply, and here's one I prepared earlier, 2 hours in the oven. All they do is go, just a grub screw on either side, you go along, you can fill your recess with the mud shark, also filling up your compound. You can fill your 200, your 250 or your 300ml flat box if you don't have a pump, so excellent for that as well. So great little tool, it just attaches to the end of the tube. Then we move on to the angle heads for going internal angles, for laying compound down your internal, great for square set, if you're doing a great square set wall or ceiling junction, or a lot of internals in paper tape. Lays the compound right into the apex of the corner, fantastic, so your whole tape has got compound around it. The external head for going down your external, such as on here, which is a new up and coming bead coming into the market, the Mud Set Bead. Lays compound, as you can see, beautifully down the corner, put the bead on, roll it, it's ready for its first cape, but that's another story. But a couple of great little tools. All they do, as in all things, click on, click off, you just wipe the tool down the corner with compression on the back, putting compound exactly where you want it to the amount that you want. So your angle heads. Stepping up a little bit further on the finishing heads, once you've got your internals in, your second coats, or your top coats, once again, clips on with the right amount of compound, wiping the tool down the corner, gives a great finish. This is a new and improved product that we have out. Once again, spring-loaded wings, which rides the corner beautifully, and when it's all set and running properly, lays compound down the corner greatly. Produces a lighter version with like a skim, exactly the same thing, the perforation hole where the compound comes through, clips onto the head, down. The Mercedes-Benz, the corner finisher 90mm, actually couples onto the head once again. Quite simply, the head articulates around, spring-loaded wings to ride the corner, to ride any undulations that you have coming up or down. They're your finishing heads. Like I say, they're not cheap, so the old box is a good thing. Coming in here, we've also got the Cornice heads, not to be confused with the corners. Once again, they couple onto the machine. You simply go up, get the Cornice head aligned to the wall and ceiling, wipe it along the ceiling, which gives a beautiful bead of compound for your top and bottom member for 55, 75 and 90mm cove. Just to highlight that a little bit, you can actually see the grooves on the head itself, bit of 55mm cove, and it saves getting up there with compound on your hands. It's a hell of a lot cleaner, a lot quicker, it'd be 60% quicker to actually install the cornice after it's been cut and prepared. So there's just a few little bits and pieces. Like I say, a great tool, the Abbey pump as it's been called in time. But you get all these accessories that makes life easier for you. Get a 1200 box that's going to look after it. Right, a trading's tip on these tools. You go out, you spend money on them, you invest in them. You've got to look after them. Maintenance is a massive thing. With all of these tools, they've all got to be hosed down, cleaned down beautifully. I've had one returned. The one on my right hand here has been cleaned down with WD-40. One on my left is cleaned down with a silicone spray. They're cheese and chalk. You will lose your vacuum. You're forever up for replacing parts and components on the tool. So please, WD-40, leave it out, silicone spray for your tools.